What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And finally, after about a month of the Gen 2 being at the body shop, it's back home. Sorry I haven't posted a video in about a week. I've been busting my ass trying to get this thing finished, and it's finally here. So I'm talking to you guys about some details that we're gonna do, what has changed since the last video, and then we're gonna go on a first test drive. I gotta pump some gas in it anyways, and then we'll show you guys how the thing drives, how it handles, and all that nice stuff. So really quick, the reason why I didn't paint any of the parts, the hood, the bumper, the rocker moldings, or the rear bumper, is because I've had a bad experience of painting new parts and then wrapping it right after, and the paint peels right off. So I guess it doesn't have enough time to cure. So we're gonna leave it the way it is, and whoever ends up buying it or who ends up winning in a raffle, whatever I end up doing with it, I'll let them know that the parts aren't painted. You got to get them painted if you do remove the wrap. So these rocker moldings, I also did change. These are rockers off an SRT. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but these are a lot different than the factory ones. They have like this weird aerodynamics type thing right in the back. So I got them both. These are actually gray. They're not black. I don't know if you can see that. So we're gonna get everything wrapped up. If you guys have been following the videos, I did mention that I'm gonna be wrapping it. I just feel like black is just so like plain. Like you don't really see any of the effects of it. You don't really see a lot of the body lines, a lot of details. So I'm gonna be wrapping it. I'm not gonna spoil what color it's gonna be, but it's gonna be crazy when it's done. I am gonna go with the SRT theme, and what I mean by that is the SRT bumper. See the centerpiece over here? Here is gonna be black, gloss black, and then whatever color wrap is gonna be around it, so it's gonna look like a real SRT. Everything you see here is from the dealer. I know I've been seeing a lot of the comments of people asking where the parts came from. Grills from the dealer, bumpers are from the dealer, fog lights are from the dealer, rear bumpers from the dealer. Rocker moldings, I found them used. The hood is from a company called True Fiber, although I didn't want to shout them out because it didn't give me any credit because they sent me a cracked hood, but it's all cool. True Fiber on the hood. Rocker moldings are off I think a 2015 Charger Scat Pack. They fit the same from 2011 to 2021, I think. And that's really it. That's all I changed. Now for the wheels. If you guys watched the last video, we had a problem of it tucking really bad. And I don't know if you can see it now, but we actually did roll the fender. So the fender isn't rubbing against the wheel anymore. When it was, see how it was eating up the tire? And these are brand new tires, so I was kind of hurt about that. So they're not rubbing anymore, but it's really, really close. So what I'm gonna do is, before I wrap it, I actually want to drive it for, you know, probably a day or two, just to see how it's going to be, because if I wrap it and then these wheels start hitting the fender, the wrap is going to start peeling off, and I don't want to do that. Other than that, let me show you guys the interior real quick. Oh, this gas tank. Now everyone is going to say, how did I do this? But let me explain. So this door and this filler neck assembly is off a 21 Charger. Now the reason why we did that is because the 2014s or the 2011, whatever year this thing is, has a button over here on the old door panel. So you hit a button and it's supposed to release the fuel door. So instead of doing that, because if I didn't do this, I would have to open the trunk and then I'd open the release door and pop it open manually. So what I did, and thank God this worked, I got a door, a seal, and a neck assembly off a 21. And the 21s, just like my Redeye, they changed it and they got rid of the electric release, and it's just a push button, just like that. So I ordered it off this VIN number actually, and it fit pretty good. It actually fit perfect. So now we have this button style door, and open and closes just like it's supposed to be. The only downside about that is, I think if you lock it, you can still open this, which is I mean, it's not very common where people still mess up with the gas tank, but on the older ones, like on that 300, on my older 300, when you lock the door, this locks as well, and nobody can screw up with your fuel. What else did we do? Oh, I already talked about the SRT spoiler. Now someone was saying that these sit a little bit higher because it's aftermarket. I really don't see the difference. The spoiler looks a lot better. It kind of fades into the quarter panel. Other than the other one, it was just really straight. Oh, so if you guys seen it on camera when I was reversing, or actually right now, see how the bottom the whole lamp is like out, the LED. Now I was looking at it, I'm like, you know, that's pretty ugly. I should probably change it. And then looking at it again, I'm like, it'd probably look really cool if I black out the taillights, and then at night you'll just see that effect of like a half shape of whatever that lamp is. So we're gonna try it out. I'll see how it looks. If it still looks nasty, we'll get the whole lamp replaced. It is a pretty expensive lamp. I think it's like $400 or 500 bucks. And they're common to go out. I've seen them where they lose a couple LEDs, but not where they lose a whole thing. So that's a first, and we'll see how it goes after we tint it. The rear bumper, these are the sensors off of them, so when they wrap it, the sensors will be covered as well. 5-inch exhaust tips, and we got pretty lucky because it cleared the factory valence. I didn't go with the aftermarket one. This one looks pretty cool too. It has like these nice little effects in it, and it's not rubbing. I know it looks like it is on camera, but it's not touching at all. Side markers are off eBay. These are like 30 bucks. Can't go wrong with that. Now on the SRT, the 13, 14, or 2012, they don't have side markers in the front bumper like how my Elephant does, which would look pretty cool if they did. If they threw something in like right here or something, it'd look pretty nice. Let me show you guys something else. Let's go ahead and start it. This handle, it's like messed up. Probably gotta change it or take it apart and see what's going on with it. No lights on the dash, everything's cleared. As that one for the washers because the washer reservoir is empty, but let me show you guys what I did. So if you put on the second lights, which would be the daytime running lights, I wired the fog lights to it. So now we actually have fog lights at work. And I got those white bulbs off eBay as well. But it looks pretty cool. So if you want to just have these running, or if you want to turn on the headlights will turn on with the fogs. So if you turn that on, now we have HID headlights with LED fog lights. It looks so much better than having no fogs. I know the Hellcats and Redeyes don't come with fog lights, but I didn't want to delete it. Although, if you look in here, we still have airflow going through the coolers. So that's perfect because the coolers have to stay cool when you're driving. Shut that off real quick. I'll show you guys under the hood. Now this is just really a recap for everybody who's like kind of just following along. And there she is. Now I'm trying to figure out a way to get this cleaned up and making it look extra shiny. I did try to steam it and use an all-purpose cleaner, but still looks kind of dull and yellow because of the burnt or when it was hot. So if you guys have any ideas how to clean that up, let me know please. For those who don't know, this is a Redeye, an actual real Redeye into a Gen 2 charger. Looks like we're low on coolant. I gotta top that off. And everything here is OEM. We got OEM air cleaner with airbox. Everything you see here is off a Redeye. Looks pretty good. Now I was gonna change this badge and put the one that says SRT with a cat, but I thought it was gonna be too much because we already got the badges with the Hellcat ones. These are also from the dealer. These are gonna look super badass when they're on. Got the left and right, and I got the one for the trunk right over here. Now that I'm gonna end up returning because I ended up finding this one. This is the same one that I have on the Elephant. It's all blacked out, so it's gonna look really nice with the wrap. And it kind of matches the fender badges. I don't know why I ordered a chrome one for the trunk when the actual fender badges are more like blacked out. This is like a black chrome, so it looks really nice and has the Redeye ruby thing in the eye. Whew, it's cold out here, man. Let me close the hood. Then I'll show you guys the interior real quick, and then we'll go on a ride, go pump some gas. Show you guys how this thing handles. I drove it for a bit just to get it here, and man, I don't know what's so different about this, but it feels so much faster than when I drive the other one. So this is the interior. It has the Alcantara suede stitched white stitching steering wheel. The seats are the same seats off the donor car. They are the red with the red door panels. Now the only door panel that's kind of really screwed up is this one over here. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but towards the window or the glass, it's kind of bubbled up. I think if you clean it up and put some shiner on there or something, it's kind of fade in. But I don't think there's a real way to fix that. It is what it is. And these door panels are really expensive. They're like $1,000 a piece. So we're not even gonna go that route. I'm already way over budget on this thing, and we'll talk prices later on. Well, interior looks real nice. Oh, headliner. Let me show you guys a kit that I went with. This is a 600 piece. The same kit that's in the in that Redeye is this one right here. So it has actually 2 ports where they go in. So one of them is going to be for the just the regular stars, and the other one's going to be for the shooting stars. It looks real nice once it's done. That's for the belly pan for the oil. I didn't install it yet because I'm waiting on one more shield, which goes underneath the bumper, and that one was on back order from the dealer, so we just left it the way it is for now. But it's missing it, and I am gonna install it because I don't want nothing crawling up in there once the car is parked. But let's move the other Redeye out the way, and then we'll pull this out, take it for a quick spin, go pump some gas in it. Where's the key? There you go. Give you guys another quick remote start. See how cool that is? So when your remote started, the fog lights turn on with the daytime running lights. I also did a mid-muffler delete on the Redeye, the newer Redeye, yesterday. Sounds really nice now. Alright. It's time to take a wrap. I'm gonna get it detailed probably tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to be 45. Today's a little bit on the underside. It's 36, and I gotta put some washer fluid in there. Oh, if you guys can see right through there, that's when we mounted the nozzles for the washer fluid. So it's like the chargers basically sprays from under, not on top like the 300s do. Now the only issue I'm gonna have on here, just like I have on the Elephant, is that it's gonna read that the lights are out and it's gonna flash fast because I gotta put a resistor in there. But the lights actually do work, and I just showed you guys that. It's just that the computer is tricked out because it doesn't know what it's doing after we wired them up. Now my reverse lights, oh, and I got the camera to work too. If you guys watched that part, I used a camera off a 2018 charger, and it plugs right in with the newer harness. I know I seen someone else's comment saying that why didn't I just wire the old style camera, is because first of all, these changed actually. So these have a lane that moves around when you move the steering wheel, and the quality is a lot better. So the connector itself is different, and then why would you want to go with a cheaper one instead of just getting one that plugs and plays and you don't have to wire it up? So that's why I went with that. Oh, and then for the camera itself, the third brake light, the original car, the 2013 or 14 Charger that I have, is it didn't come with a rear view camera. So instead of buying one, staying on a budget, I just used the actual one that came with it. I drilled through it and then put the camera through that. But if you see in the video, the actual camera has like a spot for it where it's already like pre-made. All you gotta do is cut it out, and then you can put in the new part. So that was pretty cool. All right, guys. So first actual drive in the Gen 2 Redeye, and honestly, it drives amazing. They keep throwing the shit on the floor to patch up these potholes, and all it's doing is messing up people's cars. It's not even fixing it. But I think I have to roll the rear quarters a little bit more because I can kind of hear it scraping a little bit when I go over a pothole. But other than that, what is this guy doing? Other than that, the front is clear now, so I don't hear that anymore. Oh, this is the guy dumping the shit. Let me get around now. You hear that? I don't know if you hear it on camera, but the rear is kind of touching. Because I didn't roll the rear quarters. I thought they were fine. I just rolled the fenders. And how I rolled the fender is I just literally put a screwdriver, and then I drove slowly as yeah, the rear is rubbing for sure. But let's go ahead and close this window. It does need an alignment. It drives straight, it doesn't pull though. The wheel just needs to be aligned. Yeah, this drives nice. brakes are kind of shaky because I guess it's been sitting for a long time. I checked the pads and I checked the rotors were clean when I did the swap. Now, of course, you have all your pages on here. Everything works like how it's supposed to be. When you put it in track mode, the fans turn on, and then the traction light comes on because it turns off traction control. Let's kind of get on the gas a little bit. And that one sounds good. This one actually pops when you downshift it. Not really. Put it back in regular drive. Now we do have to do like a really deep cleaning on the seats. I don't know if you see this, but they're like blacked out and I'm in red. I already have a plate on this thing, so we got to make this quick. I'm gonna go pull up to the gas station real quick, pump some 93 in there. With a quarter tank, you can drive 20 miles. Can you guys see that? That's crazy. Let's see how many miles we can drive with a full tank. And gas prices are retarded right now. I think regular gas is $4.39 a gallon, and then premium is almost close to $5. What's the gas prices in your guys' city? Come on, what are you doing, bruh? I pumped 40 bucks. Gas is $4.69 a gallon. Let's see how much gas that we got. I already had a quarter tank in there. Hope it's full. Under full. Wow. The other thing is rubbing. I'm not even hitting a bump. Alright, I'm gonna get on the gas once I turn this corner over here. Make sure there's no cops around. All right. Woo! That quarter's touching pretty bad. Probably gonna roll it once I get back, and then we should be good. Well, this thing picks up and moves. I do got 305s on the rear tires, so it is hooking a little bit better than having 275s. They are not radials. I didn't go with any Nittos or Mickey Thompsons or anything like that. They're just regular Coopers, but it's doing pretty good. Although it is cold outside, so it's not gonna be the best traction. Let's see if launch control works. Hold on 1 second. So if we go launch, okay. To launch, press brake, quickly apply throttle. Oh, that's the burnout. All right, let's try that one more time. Launch. To launch, press brake and quickly apply throttle. Press brake and throttle. That somehow worked. Now see on the swaps, I don't know why it's always different. Like when I tried it on my brother's Hellcat, it actually locks up and you hear the RPMs kind of holding. And on every swap I did, it kind of the tire spin as it's launching, if that makes sense. But ooh, smell tire smell good. Alright guys, so we're back at the house. I'm gonna need to roll these quarters 100%. I'm not sure why this side I can't even fit one finger through. It's like barely touching, or it is touching honestly. It's rubbing against the quarter, and the other side has more clearance. See how I can fit my hand in there? So I'm not sure why why that's doing that. But as you can see, it is eating off the tire, so I don't want to keep driving it like that. So I am going to roll the quarters in. That way we have more clearance, and it's going to solve that issue. So the front is fine. I don't hear the front rubbing. It used to rub, as you can see right over there, but it's not doing that anymore. And I can fit my hand in there, so we should be good on that. I'm also going to be painting the calipers red, so stay tuned for that. Well, I don't think I'm going to be recording it because the car is going to the wrap shop in 2 days. And then when it comes back, you guys are going to see it with the new color, with the brakes done, and the new wrap on it, so it's going to look pretty good. So that's really going to be it for today. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I know it's been about 4 or 5 days since I posted, but here it is, and it's a final form, and you guys will see it once it's finally set and done sometime next week. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you back on the next one.